I just came down to meet somebody tomorrow to give me take a look at some trees I want to have dropped. Tired of cleaning up, and so I figured I'd run out there and do a little fishing while I was here. Well, let's go get this thing in the water. Okay, motors are warmed up, and we are just about ready to go. As I mentioned earlier in the shop, I'm just here for a couple hours. It's going to be dark soon, the sun's going down, and I'm just going to run up here and see if I can catch a fish. Got a couple boats up here, as you can see. Water's a little off color, which is okay. It's not muddy, it's still good. It's fishable. Guy up in the first boat up there said he's released two non-hatchery. They're both pulling plugs. And me, as you can see, bobber dogging again. I like bobber dogging because it's a way to keep the eggs in the strike zone. More so than any other technique, I believe, other than side drifting. And I like to fish with eggs. I believe eggs are extremely effective. Of course I do. Everything else is extremely effective too if you just fish it all the time, right? I do like this. I do like this slower drift though. But I'm okay with fishing it in high water, low water, whatever kind of water. Just have to adapt to the conditions. But this, you know, when the water is this level, it's a little more relaxing, not so stressful. I always suspect to catch a fish right here. Right in front of this log. I don't know why. It just seems like fish should be in that area. Boy, let me tell you, if I catch one right there, I'm gonna be in a world of hurt. Get that bad boy out of there real quick. My wife tells me I talk a lot. And I noticed in that last video I made, I do talk a lot. I don't know. I don't know if that's something I can stop though. I've always been that way. Oh, that's over there. Oh, that felt like a fish. Heading downriver. I made 2 drifts up there and lost 2 rigs. And so sometimes things just don't go your way. And when they don't go your way, you have to change things up. So I'm heading downriver, and we're gonna do something a little different. Whew. I don't like losing gear, so I lost a couple rigs up there, so I figured, come on down here. Let me see what I can do down here. I won't lose much here. But, you know, when things aren't going your way, you just have to change your way and make them go your way. So, looks like I'm going to slide off the bank here. I don't want to put my anchor down, but oh boy, here we go. We're drifting away. Not that it matters. I could just actually drift around this hole. I think I'll just let the boat rest where it decides it wants to rest. It's not like I can get stuck, right? Oh. Seen a fish roll out there already. I really don't like just floating around out here though. Okay. I have to fix this problem. I am adrift. When the water's up a little higher, I can just run the boat up into the grass, and it usually sticks. But when the water's down like this, there's a lot of rocks exposed, and I don't like to run it up on there too far. Oh, because of that. I just got to get it in the right spot where there's grass. Come on. Oh boy. Well, if I get moved from this spot, I'll drop the anchor. Okay, back at it. Let's see if we can twitch up a fish down here before it gets dark. Come on, camera. Sit on me right. Water is a little off color. I don't know what the visibility is. Let's check. Let's check. You can see the jig. That's about a foot. Oh yeah, it's only about 2 feet. 2 feet visibility. That's not very good. And I noticed Mayfield Lake was also dark. But I think those fish will still strike this thing if I can get it in a fish's face. I would prefer clearer water, but you know, it is what it is. You may notice that I like to use monofilament Twitchin jigs. And you also probably notice that I prefer to keep my rod tip high. And that is because it gives the jig a more vertical presentation as opposed to, you know, perpendicular with the water, or sorry, parallel with the water, and then twitching up. That's why I like to keep my rod tip high. That way the vertical retrieve, the vertical twitch, is at a more elevated level. And that's why I like to use monofilament. Because if you try doing this with braid at this high angle like this, you will wrap on your tip. Consistently. More than you'd like to anyway. So if you're going to use braid, you want to keep your twitching at this, oh sorry. You want to keep your twitching at a parallel to the river. That way you can retrieve and it doesn't braid, because it's so limp, doesn't wrap around the tip of your rod. I think in this water, you almost have to get that jig just right in front of a fish's face. Oh, fish on. Oh man, this fish went crazy. Came right at me, right at the boat. I've been here for about 10 minutes, and this is actually the second fish I've hooked. Oh. Man. Okay. Oh, and I broke loose. Oh, boy. Oh, a beautiful fish here. Dang it. Come on. There he is. There she is. There she is. Come on. Oh, my boat drifted away. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Beautiful, bright hatchery coho. Whew. Man. Got a tangle. What's going on there? Look at that thing. Yes. Right in the top of the nose. Gorgeous fish. This baby is gonna have some eggs for me. Hey, stop. No adipose fin. There you go. Look at that coho. She is beautiful. That is amazing. Look at that. Okay, whoops. Let's dispatch her. If you've seen my other video of steelhead fishing, then you've seen my bamboo bonker. Nobody has a bamboo bonker. Oh, yes. Except me. Oh, shoot, I'll probably never get it out of there now. Okay, anyway. So I'll show you what I do here when I catch a fish that I can keep. Want to keep her nice and fresh before her heart stops beating. I'm going to push this through here. Come on. Like this. Toss her in the water. Clip her right there. And let her bleed out after I cut her gills. So this fish is already bleeding. Give her a cut here, a cut there. Let her bleed out. And never do this in the salt when you're fishing out in the salt, because there's seals and sharks and other predators that can take your quarry. Okay, well, that was fun. That was actually the second fish I've hit here, and I've only been here for 20 minutes. I lost the first one. Now I gotta get back over there. And that baby came on this jig right here. Right there. Now that this fish is bled out, I'm gonna bring it up here in the boat, take the guts out of it, get the eggs out of it, put it in the cooler, and then fish for a little bit more. Maybe I catch another fish, maybe I don't, but then I'm gonna head up, and at least the fish is taken care of and I don't have to worry about it in the dark. All right, let's get this fish out of here, out of the water. Oh yeah, what a beautiful fish. Still looks nice, doesn't it? Look at that thing. She's got a little bend to her right now. Oh man, she's looking good though. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful looking fish. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Very nice, huh? Okay. Enough horsing around. She's been bled. She's been kept cold in the river. Come on. And let's get some guts out of her. She shouldn't have any blood. Oh, come on. She is slimy, though. That's one thing about river fish. They get slimy. And be very careful opening her up, making sure the blade of the knife doesn't cut the eggs. If it does, it's no big deal. Slice it all the way up, open her up, get these eggs out of here. Careful not to cut yourself. Oh, look at that. One skein. Yeah, when I get back to the house, I'll show you how I fillet these out and how I cure these. I cure all my eggs exactly the same, and they all work. They all work. I don't have any complaints about it. That way I don't have to have 15 different types of bait. I know everybody says, oh, you don't know what the fish are going to bite, and that's true. But I also don't want to carry on, all kinds of different bait. And I catch fish, so that's all that really matters. Okay, so there she is, cleaned out. A couple of really nice skeins here. Let me make sure she's rinsed off before I put her in the cooler. So that girl will get smoked because I have enough salmon from the ocean, which is a lot better table fare than the river stuff, but it works good for smoking. And you get these bad boys. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, get this Get this slime washed out of here. I'm gonna make a few more casts and see if we can catch another fish before it gets dark. Okay, just clean that fish, and, well, cleaned it good enough for now. Got the eggs out of her. I'm gonna make a few more casts here, and hopefully, if I'm lucky, I can catch another fish before it gets dark. That would be really nice to be able to catch two. I've only been down here, well, I've only been here for maybe 2 hours. I started up there bobber dogging, and there was a couple of people there, and lost a couple of rigs, and said to heck with it. I don't like losing gear. And then besides, I lost two jigs here. But anyway, lost a couple of rigs up there, so I thought, okay, well, if you're gonna be that way, I'll just go somewhere else. Came down here, bam, lost a fish in the first 5 minutes, and then 20 minutes later, nailed that hen, which was kind of nice. But I'll tell you what. Oh, just missed it. Oh, that was a fish. Oh my gosh. Oh, I felt one head shake. Oh. Oh boy, that's fishing. What was I saying? I'm excited now. I know I talk a lot. My wife tells me I talk a lot all the time. I drive her crazy when we're going someplace in the truck. I'm always talking. Sometimes it'll be hours and I'll just be yapping along. And she just looks at me and says nothing. Because she knows me after 30 years. Can you believe that woman has stuck with me for 30 years? That's crazy. If you can find a woman that can put up with you for 30 years, let you go hunting and fishing anytime you like, without complaining one time, and actually do it with you, you better keep her.